Okay, welcome back. And we're going to take a look at something here that will help you on your swimming journey. Now, what you're looking at right now, is a private Facebook group called Let's Learn How to Swim Together. And this is a group that I created. It's a private group. Everyone's welcome to join. And what we do in this group is, we just post questions and get answers about anything swimming related. Yeah, as you can see, people just post questions, and I try to help you guys out as much as I can. There is an option here, as you can see right here, where you can post videos. And some members have shown off, clips of themselves swimming, as you can see. And this is a really great way to get some vital feedback on your swimming, because it's very hard to describe swimming or your own swimming in words. And I've always said this time and time again, the best way to get proper feedback is to film yourself swimming. So you can use a smartphone. Like most of these guys here, they use smartphones. Good push off. But as you can see, right? The camera can see so much more than your own eyes can, which is why I recommend it. So let's take a look at this first clip together, right? So one of our members here, great push off, as you can see. But as you can see, whoa, you see something. I see something already. There. I'll show you again. There. Do you see his legs? His legs right here are too far apart. All right. So he's attempting to do a freestyle or front crawl. Good push off the wall, by the way, with the glide. But his legs are too far apart for flutter kick. When you're doing flutter kick, your legs should be closer together, much closer together. All right. And this is just too wild, too sporadic. It's too out there. So this is very hard to keep up in the long term. Doing your legs like this, and he's gonna feel it in his quads. Okay. Not putting him down, but he knows this. I've already mentioned this already, that he's got to keep his legs closer together, more straight, and exert less force. See, he's just continuing to do those wide kicks. So his buddy is filming for him, probably using a smartphone. Yeah, the kicking is the first thing I noticed. Oh, so I think everything's bleeding. If you can see that picture, the head. There. Not bad. Not bad head position, but as you can see, like, if you can zoom in on his nose is pointing towards the ceiling, like up here. Whereas your nose should be pointing more towards the side. But again, it comes with time, right? All of us, when we get tired, we start looking up more. But when you're starting off, you should be looking to the sides more, okay? Only when your stamina dwindles, you start looking up more and more, right? So that's one thing to note. Okay, so another thing that you notice here is how he re-enters the water with his arms. They kind of splash like one big log. I'll show you again. Right? So he needs to refine his entry back into the water. So I think of it like threading a needle. When you thread a needle, you don't go dang. You don't go bam. The needle has to insert into the water, hook under, and then come up like that. And that's a proper way to re-enter your hands into the water. So entry point, hook under, and then push out like that. But as you can see, he's moving forward. He's looking great. Yeah, so you can look at the rhythm of his feet. His feet are like spurt, 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 right? Whereas flutter kick should be more like that. Like that lady just walked by. You see that lady that swam by? This lady here. That's her that's her flutter kick pattern versus his is like bam, bam, bam. You can hear the water splashing as he enters. That's kind of, yeah. He's fighting against the water, and yeah, it. In the long run, if you want to save energy, be more efficient, then you gotta learn how to thread back into the water with your arms. Okay, so pretty good, pretty good. Let's take a look at this one. This lady here. Okay, so first of all, the most obvious thing I've noticed is she's not wearing goggles. Okay, so goggles are like the windshield to your car. You can drive without a windshield, but it's a lot harder. So buy some proper goggles. They're about 20-30 bucks. If you want to know what brands I recommend or types that I use, you can click the link down below. I have some links on gear that I use. You can click them and they'll lead you to Amazon and you can pick them up right now. The second thing I noticed is she's got long hair. So long hair is a hindrance. If you have short hair like a guy, then you don't need to listen to this part. But what I'm going to say is that I recommend getting a swim cap to keep all that hair tidy. Now, my hair is pretty long now. My hair is like dwindling down to my eyes. So that's why I wear a swim cap. But I just wear it because swim caps will help you with your hydrodynamics. If you don't know what that means, hydrodynamics is basically making you move more efficiently from A to B in the water, okay? So it reduces that drag that hair creates, all right? So get some goggles, get a swim cap. That's the first thing you need to do because as you can see, it's getting in the way for her. Now, her flutter kick is pretty good. It's got a good rhythm. It's got a pop, 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 which is good. Pop, 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 pop. But again, you see the bend in her leg here? So this is her hip, knee, foot. As you can see, it looks obvious that she's bending her knees a lot, like this. For her leg was straight out. So imagine, guys and girls, if you were wearing high heels, would you be walking with your knees bent? No, you would be walking more like stiff-legged, which is what she needs to do. Yeah, a little bit more longer legs, stiff legs. Let's see this again. Yeah. Okay, so you see how she comes out of the water, right? Like this. Now, this is like a front breathing position. This is good for breaststroke, but it's not really efficient for front crawl. You're going to have to learn how to breathe on your side later on because this is very hard to keep up. It's going to hurt your neck, lifting your head out of the water like this when you're doing front crawl. It's kind of like doing popping a wheelie on a bicycle every time you come up for air. It's fun, but it's not very efficient. Okay, so you're going to have to learn how to... her form is actually pretty good. Like she's going like this, but you notice that her hair sticks out. Her head sticks out. So she's got to tuck her head into the water, all right, to reduce that drag. Anything, like I said before, that comes out of the water will make your body a lot heavier or move into the water, okay? So you got to keep everything in your body straight and in the water at all times, or most of the time. So this is a hindrance right here. This is creating drag, top of her head. Tuck your head in. Her arms are not bad for a beginner. She's got like a good pull here. What? Yeah, not bad. Yeah, but her head. Okay, so this is like driving with a giant, I don't know, weather balloon attached to your car up here. It's going to slow you down. So this is what's slowing her down. It's her head, most of all. So get the goggles, get the swim cap, tuck your head down, and less bend in your knees, and you'll be much better. All right, so he's on the platform. So if you're wondering, should we use these platforms when we swim? The answer is no, you don't need to use these, okay? Competitive swimmers use it when they compete. But if you're an average swimmer, you don't need to get on top of these guys, okay? It's pretty dangerous, first of all. You could slip and fall and injure yourself. I've seen it happen before. So if I were him or if I were you, I would like, okay, I enter the pool like this, like out here, and then slip in feet first into the water like that. But he's going to attempt a dive. So let's take a look. He gets in the diving position. Ouch! So the only great thing about diving is that it propels you forward. It gives you that momentum, right? It's just from 0 to 60 in like a few seconds versus, you know, starting here on the wall and pushing and doing a glide. So you don't need to do this, guys. It's not really necessary, but it gives you a head start. Boom, 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 boom. Very, very muscular. He's using a lot of muscle, I can tell. He did something there. He did like a flip turn, I think. He's pushing the wall. Take a look. Yeah, he did a flip turn. But as you can see, whoa, did you see that? So when he did the flip turn, when you do a flip turn, what happens? You push off the wall and then you should be gliding all the way to here, like about here, and resurfacing here. But you notice that he did a flip turn and he just started swimming here. So that's like a wasted opportunity, right? So when you approach the wall, you do your flip, you push off as hard as you can with your legs, and you glide for like 5 meters. So you shouldn't be resurfacing up until this point of the pool. So keep that in mind if you're going to do the flip turn. By the way, do you want to learn flip turn? Should you learn flip turn? No, you don't need to learn flip turn. Not in the beginning. Again, flip turns and dives, those are for showing off. That comes later. If you're starting off, you just push off the wall. That's all you need to do and glide. That's the technique you need to master. So he's going again. Very aggressive. Looks like he's going for speed, power. I'm just taking a look at his breathing. What the? Let's take a look. I'm just paying attention. Pay attention to how many times he comes up to the water surface for breath. Okay, so you notice here. Okay, so this is what I noticed. You notice that he's looking on only one side when he comes up for air. So in front row, we do like a 1, 2, 3 breathe pattern. So 3 arms and then come up for air. And the 3 is an odd number. So 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The reason why we go for odd numbers is because we balance breathing on one side and the other side. So our head doesn't depend on coming out for air on one side, and his breathing is only coming out on this side. You notice his head faces us. He doesn't face that side for breath. No. Okay, so later on, you won't notice this, but later on, you're going to develop bad habits. If you breathe on only one side, it's kind of like, I don't know, walking with one leg. I don't know, that's a bad analogy, but what I'm trying to say is you need a balanced approach to swimming. You need to breathe on both sides, or else one side is going to be just very more dominant than the other. That's a better way to say it, right? All right, so you need to be ambidextrous with your breathing. Breathe on one side and breathe on the other. So I recommend that if he were to, he's obviously training for speed, right? He wants to get under a certain time from one side to the other and back. So here's what I would recommend. Yeah, if you're going to go for speed, then yes, you need to use the platform. Like that's a good approach. The diving, yeah, he can refine that. Don't worry about being too like oh my god, like yeah, there's too much splash and all that. Don't worry, he's not a competitive swimmer. Neither are you, all right? Most of us are not. So don't worry about looking like those competitive swimmers do when they jump off the platform. That can come later on. Don't worry about that. And he's got a lot of gained already so far. He gained like 5 meters just from that dive. Right? And then he starts. Yeah, he's breathing on one side. One side only. He's looking on that. He's looking in this direction. And he goes that way. And then when he comes towards us, he's looking that way. One, two, one, two. Yeah, he's looking at us. Not bad. Okay, so in conclusion, if you're gonna do flip turns, then master the push off the wall. All right, that's the only purpose of a flip turn, to get us on our back and then push off the wall as hard as we can and glide, so we don't have to use our own energy to get from here to like about here, 5 meter length. So this is like coasting, like cruise control on a car. You don't have to put any energy here. All right, that's what you need to master first. Second is breathing on both sides. Okay, not depending on one side only. If you are down to the last drop of stamina, then yes, we do like 1 arm, 1 breath, or 2 arms, 1 breath. But that's only like the last 5 meters of the race, right? We shouldn't be doing that in the beginning. No, all right? So keep that in mind, a balanced approach to your breathing. It's much better in the long run. So, yeah, that's our group here. And yeah, if you want to join, I will leave a link down below for you to click on, and then you can get access to this group. And then you can post small clips of your swimming for us to review. All right? And yeah, people have questions here that need to be answered. Okay, so join our group. It's totally free. I'm here. You can ask me questions. I'll post the latest videos that I do on my YouTube channel, so it keeps you updated. And yeah, you just network, meet people from around the world that have lots of things to say about swimming. Okay, so what you gotta do right now, click the link down below, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you like seeing more of this kind of content, let me know down below. Okay, talk to you later. Bye-bye. Yeah.